Let's go outside of Nigeria for a bit to a story of global importance. Bitcoin hit a record high on Wednesday, jumping 8% to surpass $75,000 as investors bet on a Trump victory benefiting cryptocurrencies. Ether surged 8%, while Dogecoin soared 18%, boosted by support from Elon Musk. Crypto stocks also rallied, talking about Coinbase, which jumped 17%, Robinhood 12%, and MicroStrategy 10%. Trump, once a crypto skeptic, pledged to make the U.S. the crypto capital of the planet, launch a Bitcoin strategic reserve, and recently launched World Liberty Financial to trade crypto. His campaign drew crypto support, and experts say traders are now eyeing a potential $100,000 target for Bitcoin. While excitement builds, some experts warn investors of crypto's risks, urging caution amid hopes for relaxed regulation under Trump's administration. To discuss this, we are joined by Silas Umekwe, author, Crypto Investors Playbook, and an online business consultant. Thank you so much, Silas, for joining us on the news. Can you please unmute your device?
Oh, thank you very much. It's
okay,
my pleasure.
Yeah, we can hear you now. So how do you see a potential Trump administration impacting cryptocurrency regulations, aside what he has said in terms of pledges, and what could actually light the torch in terms of regulation when we look at its practice?
Okay, so basically, Donald Trump has been one person that has always championed the cryptocurrency move, right? And one of the things I see, or one of the so many things I see him doing, is bringing flexible guidelines. Of course, we already know that there's Bitcoin ETF approved in the United States and all of that, but we still there are still a lot of restrictions for people in the United States as regards investing in cryptocurrency. So one of the things I see him doing is bringing flexible guidelines, to help, and transparent rules, that can help exchanges, blockchain companies, and, and bring them to par, with traditional banks. And some of the other things we also expect to see will be crypto-friendly tax policies that are crypto friendly, because presently the tax policy in the United States is something else. So these and many more are some of the reasons why I think, he will be bringing some very good regulations into the system.
And I guess that's what is actually fueling the excitement that we're seeing in the cryptoverse, looking at the response of the players now. But then, given the surge in Bitcoin, rather, and other cryptocurrencies following Trump's victory now, do you think it will be sustainable? You mentioned a couple of things that you're hoping that Trump will bring on board by the time his administration commences. But then will he be able to sustain those those things that you actually projected?
Okay, the thing is, Trump's victory coincided with, the usual Bitcoin bull run, as has been said, and this is a phenomenon that we have seen. We have noticed that within every 4 years, there's usually a market cycle that happens every 4 years in the crypto space that sees Bitcoin hit a new all-time high 4 years after the previous all-time high. So we are expecting that this would have happened, but it coincided with the victory of Trump. And one of the reasons why I think the victory is going to, bring about this is because before now, I mean, if you've been following the financial system, Warren Buffett, one of the biggest investors, had sold some of his holdings, and when Warren Buffett starts selling some of his holdings in stocks, it means that he is anticipating a global recession. And that means people are going to be looking for where to hedge their finance, or where to hedge their money against inflation. So one of the so many reasons why this is also going to rally Bitcoin is because people are going to be moving into Bitcoin as, as digital gold in order to hedge against inflation. Another thing that is going to spark up retail investors' interest. Right, a lot of people now, because they've seen Donald Trump post a lot about cryptocurrency, retail investors, that's you and me, are going to try to jump on the bandwagon, right, to see how we can take advantage of this, especially in times of economic uncertainties and political shift, of course, because we saw massive movements in the market yesterday. And also a lot of people are going to jump into crypto because they anticipate favorable regulations, because we have seen over time that this man speaks for crypto. So these are some of the reasons why I think it's going to get to where some of the investors, so where analysts are talking about. As a matter of fact, I predicted this way long before now.
But then, because we know how volatile, the crypto world could be, where we talk about fluctuations, people could be earning today and investors could be losing funds tomorrow. So even while they're hoping to hedge their funds, looking at the possibility of a global recession, do you think that is even a quality backing if you have some shocks within the global financial space?
Yes, I actually think it's a quality. I actually think yes, it's a quality backing, because if let's look at the feasibility, right? Bitcoin has been referred to several times by so many professionals as digital gold, and one of the things that has kept gold, gold is also rallying at the same time together with Bitcoin, because over the past few days, gold has been hitting all-time high as well. So one thing that has kept gold is because people see it as a store of value, right? So the feasibility of it is that, yes, the US government can actually decide to set up a Bitcoin reserve, just as the president has said he was going to do. So it's actually very feasible, right? And it's going to impact the market. Why did I say it's going to impact the market? Because if governments start getting into cryptocurrency, it is going to give it it's going to give it's going to give investors confidence in going in, and this confidence will bring about the increase in price, and also it will encourage other nations to consider having similar reserves, and this would further stamp the Bitcoin status as digital gold, right? And again, we are going to see a Bitcoin reserve would actually bring a shift in how national assets are defined, and it will impact global financial stability worldwide, right? So I really think that it's an idea that would go so well with us.
All right, Silas Umekwe, thank you so much for sharing your ideas with us.